This video is going to be talking about handling the knife. There's two reasons that we do this. First and foremost is for safety. We make sure that we're safe when we're handling the knife properly. The other thing is that it's less tension and problems with your hand and wrist and arm if you handle the knife correctly. You're letting the knife do the work for you rather than you doing the work for the knife. So when we hold a knife, a lot of us get in a habit of holding it basically around the handle. The problem with doing this in food service, a lot of times our hands will get oily or greasy when we're working with things. And if we get that, or if we get any water on them, a lot of times it makes them slick. And if I don't have full control of our knife, remember our knives are very sharp, so we want to be careful. And when we have it in our hand like this, it can slip around in our hands and then it becomes unstable and we can get cut. We do not want to get cut. The other habit I've seen a lot is taking our finger and sticking it out over the top of the knife as kind of a guide, if you will. The same problem there. It still is, it'll let it roll around in your hand. So basically the rule is for this is take your thumb on one side of the blade and your finger, roll it up on the other side, and then wrap your other fingers around the handle. So basically what you should have is your finger here tucked up inside, because we don't want to get it down below or we're going to cut our finger at the bottom of the knife. We're going to put our thumb here and then wrap our other fingers around the handle. What happens here, now I have complete control of this knife. When I use the knife on the board, sometimes you'll see the chef doing this. That's a learned technique that we're not going to teach right now at this moment in time until we get a full control and understanding of how to cut and make sure that we're accurate with our cuts. So what we ask that you do is keep the tip of your knife on your board, and rock the knife into the product cutting. In the next set of video, you will see an actual cutting process using this technique. But the big takeaway on this, again, thumb on one side, finger rolled up on the other, fingers wrapped around, now you have full control of the knife. Okay? Even on a paring knife, basically the same thing. Try to grab both sides of it and using it properly on that way. The other thing, as often as possible, you want to try to cut away from yourself. Sometimes we can't, but most of the times, as much as you can, try to cut away from yourself. If you are cutting toward yourself, just be very, very careful.